K-pop shock. Taekook rumor confirmed by HYBE. Bang Si Hyuk's response causes a stir, the public's eyes widened. Without warning, HYBE, the giant agency behind BTS, finally broke the silence that had long shrouded the relationship between two members of the most iconic group in K-pop history, Kim Taehyung, V, and Jungkook. In an official statement that was brief yet laden with meaning, rumors that had been considered mere fandom speculation for years have now turned into fact. HYBE confirmed the emotional involvement between Taehyung and Jungkook, a revelation that not only shakes the foundations of South Korea's entertainment industry, but also creates global ripples within the fan community. The question is, why now? And what exactly makes Bang Si Hyuk, the founder of HYBE, choose silence with an expression deeper than any press statement? For a long time, the relationship of Taekook, a combination of Taehyung and Jungkook's names, has been a hot topic in various online forums, social media, and fandom discussion spaces. Every glance, hug, or joke between them was scrutinized by fans. Some called it fan service, while others believed it was something more genuine than just a performance. However, in an industry built on image and narrative control, truths that are too personal are often obscured. Until that day, when the line between reality and illusion was finally drawn clearly by the very party that had been the center of all speculation, HYBE, the statement was not lengthy. There was no lavish press conference, no extensive clarification. Just a few sentences in a closed internal broadcast that leaked to Korean media. We respect the privacy and personal lives of our artists. Regarding the relationship between Kim Taehyung and Jungkook, we state that the rumor has a basis. No defense, no diversión, no but. Just one direction, acknowledgement. And in the world of K-pop, that's more than enough to change history. Public response varied. On one hand, a wave of support flooded social media. The hashtag Taekook confirmed topped global trending charts within hours. Empathetic comments from fans, celebrities, and even LGBTQ+ activists voiced appreciation for the courage and honesty that had been impossible to realize in Korea's conservative entertainment landscape. On the other hand, criticism also emerged. Some called this a covert marketing strategy, exploiting the emotional dynamics of fandoms for commercial gain. Some even accused HYBE of trying to divert attention from other developing issues by revealing the Taekook card. Yet behind the euphoria and controversy, public attention turned to one name that spoke little: Bang Si Hyuk. He did not hold a press conference. He did not appear in the media. He did not even write a single word on his official account. But his absence instead sparked more interpretations. Some industry observers said that Bang Si Hyuk had known about the relationship for a long time, but chose to wait for the right time. Others argued that Bang PD's silence was not a form of indifference, but a symbolic act to hand over narrative control to those who own it. Taehyung and Jungkook themselves, an unnamed internal source revealed that the decision to disclose this information had actually been planned since last year. However, both of their mandatory military service schedules became an important consideration. In the midst of this public hiatus, the truth was finally given space to emerge without the wild expectations of media spotlight. A strategic yet risky decision. Because in an entertainment world that heavily considers public perception, there is no truly safe time for honesty. But perhaps precisely because of that, they chose this time that this official confirmation spread. A wave of nostalgia also swept over fans. Old videos that were once considered just funny moments between two friends are now rewatched with different meanings. Glances that were previously overlooked, small smiles that were once unnoticed, are now understood as symbols of togetherness that had long been hidden. One social media user wrote, "I don't feel deceived. I feel honored to have witnessed such sincere love all this time." However, behind all the euphoria, deep questions arise. What does love mean in a world controlled by agencies? What is the boundary between privacy and transparency in an industry built on the personal lives of idols? And will this acknowledgement pave the way for other idols to voice their own truths? Interestingly, after the confirmation, HYBE's latest merchandise products involving Taehyung and Jungkook were re-released, this time with a more emotional and personal approach. In one poster, an unusual slogan for K-pop standards was written, "Some truths are not made to be hidden." Public comments were divided. Is this a capitalization strategy or a form of respect for the truth? Not stopping there, 2 handwritten letters from Taehyung and Jungkook appeared in fan communities. Although not officially published by HYBE, the letters are believed to be personal expressions leaked from their close friends. The most shared sentence is Taehyung's writing, "We don't want to hurt anyone, just don't want to hurt ourselves anymore." A simple yet touching statement, indicating that their decision is not about rebellion but about saving personal identity. Amid all this discussion, Si Hyuk still has not issued an official statement. However, within the industry, Bang PD's silence is interpreted as a form of leadership that provides space. He does not lead the narrative, but allows the narrative to form itself. In a world flooded with clarifications, sometimes silence becomes the strongest form of legitimacy. The domino effect of this acknowledgement is starting to be seen. Young artists are beginning to be more courageous in voicing their desire to maintain their personal sides without fear of being constrained by public image. Meanwhile, fans are slowly realizing that love, even in the tightly controlled K-pop industry, cannot be governed by contracts or cameras. The Taekook story is no longer just about 2 BTS members. It has become a symbol of something much bigger, the courage to be honest in a world that loves to hide the truth behind the glittering lights of the stage. Si Hyuk, in his silence, may be restructuring the foundation of the industry he built himself, with one truth that can no longer be avoided, that idols are also human. And like all humans, they also have the right to love and be loved without having to ask for permission. Will this change the face of K-pop forever? Or will it just become one chapter in the long history of an industry that quickly forgets? One thing is certain, no one will see that stage the same way again. Yet behind the roar of emotions and the flood of support pouring in from all corners of the world, a crucial question arises that must be asked. Is all this true? Or is this a clever communication strategy designed to shake global attention and extend the relevance cycle of 2 big names in the K-pop industry? In an era where information spreads faster than clarification, the public stands at a crossroads between the desire to believe and the need to doubt. Is it true that HYBE has confirmed the Taekook relationship? Or is it the public that is too eager to form their own narratives based on fragments of emotions and pieces of old videos? Here lies the urgency of critical thinking, a stance that is no less important than emotional support. At IT must be realized that most of the information triggering this wave comes from social media. TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, platforms that often mix opinion and fact, interpretation and reality. Even if there is an official statement, shouldn't we ask, does that statement truly signify acknowledgement, or just a gap in communication that is too quickly concluded by the masses? In an entertainment industry that sells image, intimacy, and hope, not everything that appears is a reflection of reality. It could be that we are witnessing a carefully constructed confession to meet market needs, not a sincere personal truth. Or conversely, perhaps this is the only honest moment that has managed to penetrate the censorship system of the Korean entertainment industry. Are we witnessing history? Or just pawns in a sophisticated global narrative game? Is HYBE silent because it respects privacy, or because it knows that doubt sells better than certainty? And Si Hyuk, is a silent reaction a form of blessing, or a silent strategy to calm the turmoil before regaining control of the direction of opinion? We invite you to ask deeper. Are your emotions based on valid data, or just resonance from the wave of collective online emotions? Should celebrity love be consumed as entertainment? Or are we starting to cross privacy boundaries in pursuit of the truth we desire? Who actually benefits from the virality of this news? HYBE? The media? Or us, who just want to feel closer to our idols? We realize that this news has touched many hearts and opened broader discussions about identity, love, and honesty. But it's important for us to acknowledge some information is still assumptions, incomplete quotes, and unedited recordings. Therefore, we do not ask you to immediately believe. We invite you to question, investigate, discuss, and verify, because in the end, the truth does not only belong to those who speak the loudest. The truth belongs to those who are willing to listen more deeply, see more clearly, and think more critically. Don't let emotions completely control your perception. Question everything, and there, perhaps, we will find not only the truth about Taekook, but also a reflection on ourselves as viewers, fans, and humans. Thank you.